We are in a time where we both have public and homeschooling. Now close your eyes and picture this scenario. You're watching the news and here comes a 17-year-old homeschool kid that was found chained to his parents' basement due to neglect in the household, which is a very true story. No one knew about this and it was never reported until recently. On another channel, you see three other kids falling back here because the parents did not give them the proper education at home to let them move forward. It's sad to say that there are situations like this that happen and will happen much more frequently. Even though homeschooling is a right that a household can choose to do, is it really being properly done and safe for the interest of our upcoming generations? There is a very big need for public schools because, first of all, the availability and the diversity of the schools that they provide. There's always somewhere for your kids to go because by law, a school cannot turn away any kind of kid due to financial issues, disabilities, and or academic performance. This takes away the stress from parents that are unable to educate their kids at home, and this helps them a lot. You're also ensuring that your kid has the same educational benefits as the other kid down the street, providing them with the same success opportunities as anyone else. Also, children are exposed to many different races and cultures. This is a crucial learning they must experience as kids growing up, so they learn to love everyone no matter who they are or where they're from. And this also decreases racial bias. Secondly, families depend on public school for lunch and access. Most families depend on their kids' breakfast and lunch from the schools. More than 29.7 million children use free or reduced cost for breakfast and lunch. So if a child is homeschooled and has little or no access to food, what does a parent do then? Also, not many parents or legal guardians have access to the internet, have electronics to help educate their kids at home, and these are things kids must always have access to and should never be without. An estimated 17% of U.S. students do not have access to computers at home, and 18% do not have home access to the broadband internet, making it much harder for them to complete their studies and assignments at home. Now imagine what would happen if the school district went to complete homeschooling. How would any of these kids get anything done without the proper necessities? Lastly, let's talk about the awareness of child abuse and neglect going on. Child abuse reports have a 57.6% report rate made by professionals. These professionals are including educational professional, law enforcement, medical, and social services. These reports were successfully made because children had the access to do so given the opportunity. After researching, I do not have a credible resource on the percentage of abuse reports from homeschooled kids, but imagine when there are strips from each one of these groups. The parents are free from doing doctor's checkup, so a medical professional can never witness an abused child or signs of neglect. And whatever chances a child could have of running into law enforcement at school or any professional to report is gone. So if the rate of reports is already at 56.7% because they have the ability to do so, imagine the rates of reported and unreported child abuse cases there are from homeschool children. Also, if I couldn't find a credible resource to report how many homeschool kids were being abused at home, doesn't that also tell you something? Now let's stop and look into the future. Now imagine we do nothing about these problems and we continue on with our days. You may be telling yourself, well, I will never put my child in that situation, or I'm not like those parents, I can be better. Well, that's good, but unfortunately there are a good amount of parents who genuinely do not care about their child's well-being or success in the future, and that's very sad to say. And that is something we always need to open our eyes to and realize. Allah will not care if they can provide food on the table, if they have the required tools to help their children do the work. Over 1.7 million children in the U.S. are homeschooled. So how do we even know if these parents are being the crucial necessities and if the children are being cared for? Sad truth is we don't know. We might not know for those going to public schools either, but at least they have a greater chance of addressing the issues they're facing at home through a professional or some sort rather than a child being isolated at home and us never knowing. Let's look into the future. And as time goes by, we encourage the education on public schooling more than homeschooling. Slowly but hopefully, surely more and more we can decrease the homeschooling rates altogether and stress the significance public schools bring to our loved ones. Thank you for watching my speech, and the resources I obtained my information and numbers from publicschoolreview.com, responsiblehomeschooling.org, nheary.org, and then govtech.com, insider.com, and then ers.usda.gov. Thank you.